And now, the Big D and Bubba Weekly Podcast.
Big D and Bubba, they have a show 5 days a week, but they don't get to say everything that's on their mind, so they have an extra one, and that's how we get the podcast, the podcast, the podcast. Big D and Bubba podcast, the podcast, the podcast. Big D and Bubba podcast.
Yes.
Wow. That's awesome.
Hi, Blair.
Hi,
All right,
Blair.
so this
We
part
love
of the podcast this week is sponsored by Pickle Jar. Pickle Jar is like that amazing friend. They always know everything. Did I have your microphone off or something? Oh, you were doing this little hand thing, and I thought you were like, I'm off.
No,
okay.
I was giving you hype from back here.
Oh, okay. I'm
for
sorry.
your pickle jars. I'm giving you pickle jar hype.
Pickle Jar always knows about all the new music that you love, and just kind of great. They do all kinds of things. It's awesome for fundraising. If you need to raise money for anything, definitely do it through the Pickle Jar app. Don't use the other ones because you will get your money, the stuff you need, the stuff you deserve. And Pickle Jar actually takes care of all the heavy lifting for you. Plus, they have exclusive pics and videos and a lot more. You can enter to win some flyaway experiences, tickets to VIP events. Download right now, picklejar.com. It's good for your Droid. It's good for your iPhone. Just all over the place. Pickle Jar. Picklejar.com.
All right, so I have 5. There are 5 occupations that have the top 5 that have the most reported heavy alcohol use.
Okay.
What can you guys guess just one of them? 5 occupations that if you are in this job, you have a higher chance of alcohol abuse.
I'm going to say police because you deal with a lot of crazy stuff. No?
No.
Okay.
Psychiatrists?
No. Well,
Doctors?
yeah, doctors.
Okay.
Doctors made the list. They're at number 5 because of what all they do. Lawyers at number 4.
This is the professions that have the highest number of alcoholics?
Yep. 3, food service workers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
2 and 1, I would have never, ever guessed.
Oh, astronaut.
It's that weird. At number 2, with the second highest rate of heavy alcohol use in this study, with 16.5%, is construction workers.
That makes sense, though, because remember when they did the build-out over here, our entire construction crew were AA guys. They were
That's right.
all
They're all former alcoholics.
We did a thing because at the time we had a beer sponsor, and so we thought, it'd be great to do a little video where we have all the construction guys.
We walk in, we're like, "Hey guys, you're working so hard. It's a Friday afternoon. Brews on us!" And we walk in, cameras are on. They're all like,
They're all AA
all
members.
of them.
Oh, wow.
Everybody was on the wagon.
Yeah.
And here
That
we
was
are walking
great.
in, popping beer.
Spraying them. Sure is. Feels good.
Oh, we're such idiots. We are such idiots,
Number
man.
1 at 17.5%.
Media.
Housewife.
Minors, as in people who mine, not
Not underage.
not kids. Minors. Yeah.
Oof, yeah.
Long, irregular hours,
Hard
obviously hard
job,
work,
man.
isolated,
Yeah.
very dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah. 17.5%. So anyway, it's probably higher than that, actually.
That's
I
the
always,
reported number.
you always
we're honest.
talk to people who work in the food industry, and they're always like, well, they have like food service night or industry service, whatever you call it. And they all get together. I didn't know that food service workers get together on like Thursdays night or Tuesday nights, and they all get together from different restaurants, and they all go to drinking together.
Yeah, service industry night. It looks like sin on the little board.
Right. Yeah.
And it's also because you have weird hours and late hours that I know when I worked in kind of a bar area, we all stayed past closing and we would all drink and eat together. And then you'd find that late night bar that was open and we'd all end up there. And it would be other places like that, whether it was other restaurants or other bars that were open that late. Everybody would convene there. And your hours are weird and you you don't get up till, for some of us, because it was a night, we were more night jobs, but that was the point. You kind of went back to somebody's house and, just kept hanging out till like 6 a.m. and everybody just slept where they fell, woke up at 2, went to their homes, got ready, and came back to work at 4.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
What'd you do? Were you like a server?
No, I was the DJ/dance instructor. So I
you
wasn't
taught line dancing?
Yeah. So I wasn't the I know. So I wasn't doing the real hard work and having to deal with customers other than drunk people coming up and be like, "I give you $100 if you play this song." Well, like I literally just played it 5 seconds ago. It's actually winding right now. If you can hear
it's
it,
playing.
I want to hear it again.
What's the go-to for that client?
Or at least was.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what, like, honestly, everybody would want something they could dance to, which you would think because it was a country bar, it would be a country song. No, it was always like Cupid Shuffle and
What's Cupid Shuffle?
The Cupid Shuffle is white people instructional dancing. I
Yeah.
love that. Like,
it? Oh, yeah,
I
put
want
your
you
first
to
foot
tell me what to do. To the left, to the left.
Oh,
to
right.
the
Yeah,
left,
yeah.
to the
Okay.
left,
Yeah, we
yeah.
get that a lot. I mean, people got off the electric slide, but we'd usually follow it up with that because you're already out there.
Right.
And you like the directions, so you do that. And yes, it was
If
basically.
you don't want me to.
Yeah, we did not. I never got a request for the Macarena, so that must have died in the 90s.
What about the wobble? Was that before the wobble? Because
I'm
that
gonna
is my jam.
Wobble
At a
baby,
wedding,
wobble baby.
wobble baby. I mean,
Yeah,
that's one of those dances I can't ever remember it until I watch it for 10 seconds, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got this.
What's the Superman song? It was like, Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy?
Thank you,
I
Garrett,
don't
back
know
there.
Soulja Boy
Yeah,
dance.
people would ask for that because I guess there was a dance to it, but then like we had a high school group come in and the lyrics are kind of explicit, so all the kids are asking for it and the teachers are mad. They like rented it out. It wasn't that they brought kids to a bar; it was they rented it out for their event. But
When I think of that song, I always think of the MARTA train lady. Do you remember that
Oh,
video where
MARTA train.
she was like beating up on an old lady, like
She was
just
screaming at the old lady.
Yeah, she was just
Oh, yeah, that's
screaming
right.
and berating the old lady, but she kept
Hey
like
man,
doing
that's
the
old
lyrics.
lady, man.
That's an old lady, man.
She
That's
kept
when we
doing the
still
lyrics
say
from that
that.
song. Yeah.
What are the those iconic videos of early internet that stick in y'all's brain?
Eli Porter is my favorite. Eli Porter, the rap battle. I'm the best, man.
Homestar Runner.
Homestar Runner is amazing. Homestar, they're doing new episodes again.
I feel like you've said that for like the
You
last
have
10
been
years.
saying that for 5 years.
The weird
I was
thing
like,
is
dude, there's no Homestar Runner coming. Yeah.
the weird thing is they take, because they're not doing it for a living. They do a couple videos and they take a couple months off. They come back and do a couple more videos, take a little time off. It's wild. And interestingly enough, if I'm not mistaken, they had to get rid of some of the characters because they were voiced by, allegedly, a girlfriend at the time. And then, like, when she was gone, they were like, well, we can't have these characters anymore. Their voice is going to change.
What I
That's what
loved
I
about
heard.
the MARTA train video was it was in a time where there was a similar video with, oh God, what's the guy? What's the singer sang the Beatles song? Oh man, I'm not good at this.
Paul McCartney?
anymore.
John Lennon?
It was the theme from the Wonder Years. The guy
Joe Cocker.
Joe Cocker. Yeah, there was a similar thing with Joe Cocker singing at Woodstock, and he kind of mumbles. So somebody just put subtitles under what it's. And when you read the subtitles, it makes sense with what he's saying. They did that with the MARTA train lady screaming at the old lady, and everything they type on the screen.
It sounds
It
like
matches with what she sounds like she's saying,
Come
but it
do
makes no sense.
George Bush
I'm
gonna
gonna ram
get
through the
coughed
White
in.
House and get coughed in my. I'm like,
No.
Yeah.
you know what? I don't know what she said, but it sounded that reads out. And at one point, she just yells salad.
Salad's my favorite one. We'll just do
So,
that
every now and
randomly.
then, what-
Randomly, we'll just be walking down the hall and somebody will pass by and go, salad.
I don't know.
Green
Hey man, that's the
Needle.
old lady, man.
Oh, Green Needle.
Green needle.
Green Needle.
What was the other? Green Needle. And what was the other one? Star something or Star Lord. Green Needle.
something like that. That is also really weird. That one messed with me for a while. That one more than is this dress blue
or is it gold?
Gold.
Brainstorm.
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 Green
And it
Needle.
reads, you hear whatever you read. Mm-hmm. And it works. How is
does.
that possible? Think about it. Brainstorm and Green Needle don't sound anything alike. But when you read the word, it sounds just like it.
Are you making me find it?
No, we're not.
No,
we're just
didn't-
talking about
didn't
it.
want to.
I was like,
Hoping
well,
you-
I'm over here looking for
Also,
it.
I still can't figure out how people thought that dress was white and gold. I have
I don't
never
know. It's
ever
always
seen a
been blue to
picture
me.
of it
It's
where
always
it's
been blue.
like y'all.
Do you think some
wrong.
people are just making it up?
No, I've had people that like the first person to tell me about it. She sent me a link. She's like, "Can you believe people think this dress is blue?" And I go, "Well, what color is it? It's blue." She's like, "No, it's gold and white." I'm like, "What? What is wrong with you?" And that's so. No, I think people legitimately. I guess they must have
Was
seen
the
it.
Green Needle one the one that we could hear? Like they played it on TV and I heard it differently.
It depends on. Sometimes it depends
Was
on
that-
like the
that one?
frequency and the processing. Because
Brainstorm.
I heard Green Needle. Green Needle.
That was
hear
brainstorm. That's brainstorm.
Now, when I'm listening for brainstorm, I hear it.
Now,
How
green
was
needle,
that?
green needle, green needle, green
Green
needle,
needle.
green needle.
Boy, you messed that up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Green
here
Green
it is.
Needle.
Brainstorm.
Weird. It's the exact same clip.
And
Needle.
it sounds like he's saying slower.
It does.
Like it sounds like
Yeah.
it's a different cut.
It's not. I only hear green needle now.
what I
Brainstorm,
I heard
brainstorm,
brainstorm.
brainstorm.
Yeah.
Now I hear Green Needle, and it sounds like the ending is faster.
Right, me
weird.
too. Yeah.
It's so very weird. The way the brain processes
The
certain
problem
things.
is, this is like one of those things where you see the name Jesus, but it's not really there. It's just like certain things missing to make your eyes see letters that aren't there.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It doesn't say either of those things. It's just a machine going. And if I say, well, if you listen carefully, it says it's like why those subtitle.
the ghost shows.
No,
Oh,
the-
did you
yes.
hear
where they
that?
do-
It just said
Dead
go
on.
away.
Absolutely.
Oh, you hear
some
that? What do you
little
think
noise
about that? I was thinking about where they
Yes.
do
Yes.
closed caption the NFL or whatever.
Oh,
lip
yeah.
syncing.
that-
lip
yeah.
reading.
Yeah, that bad
lip
lip
read.
reading. That's it. And yeah, it looks like what they're saying because you don't really.
You don't know.
Your brain just puts it there.
If you are into baseball, and the three of us are, Carson's not, but John Boy, you ever watch John Boy videos? Joom, John. He does or is it Joe? Joo? I don't know.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, so he does like things that like a weird play or something like that. Well, what he does, he's really good at is reading their lips. So the camera's on the manager or the coach, and he sits there and what are you talking about? What do you mean that's and it's dead on, and it makes the videos so much better. Because I always said, if you could pay extra to put mics on the umps and the pitcher and the catcher and the manager, I would pay for that.
I would pay for
Especially when they get bad calls or
Wow.
thrown
It's just
out.
like the way they were doing with the XFL and all that,
Man, I
where they
tried to
had.
watch that.
I enjoyed that. I did.
What's the new one?
The USFL,
Yeah,
which
the
is kind of
XFL is
the other.
back, and the USFL, they're both
Both of them
already.
back. And I enjoy it because they have the mics on the sidelines and you hear them talking about. So what they do is to keep people from, being able to share those things with the opposition, they delay it just a couple, like 30 seconds. And that is more than enough time for the play to have happened already.
Okay.
So that way you're not
smart.
putting people into your huddle
Yeah.
and
That's fair.
telling the other team what's going on.
Oh, that's pretty smart.
Do
I
you-
watched it,
I
and it
hope
was just
that-
there's no one there. There's like nobody.
No,
No,
Never
that's what
anybody
makes
there.
it awkward is when
It's-
you look and you're like,
Ugh.
oh, it's empty.
Well, which one is it? I forget which one it was. Maybe it's XFL or USFL. One of them, everything's based in Birmingham because they designed the league during the lockdowns. And so they wanted to recreate the NBA bubble. So they said, okay, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to start the league, and then we're going to give each team time to figure out where they're going to play in their home cities. But everybody played in just Birmingham.
Yeah,
that
no, it's
very
Arlington, I think. Isn't it? It's the XFL is all in Arlington.
Or Arlington?
They
Okay.
play all of their games there. I'm pretty sure. But
Yeah.
then nobody shows up
Yeah,
because they're playing
because
all the
they're-
games they
yeah, you
play.
have nothing
but it's all
invested.
built for TV. I mean,
Yeah.
but my thing is, I don't know, man. I just
I enjoy even bad football is still football. So
Yeah.
I'm still going to watch it.
I hope I wish I would hate for the players though and the umps and all to be mic'd because it would be boring. And in my mind, it's like Major League where the guy walks up and he goes, "Hey, Taylor, how's your wife and my kids?" Like, I want that to be the stuff that they say to each other, but I know it's probably not.
Probably
It's
not.
no,
It's
it's
like-
totally boring.
Yeah, I got a
They
financial
should
advisor.
script it like that.
They
though.
should, though.
right?
And guys should walk up to bat, and the catcher should be like, "Oh, dude, you sucked the last 3 days. You know that? You can't hit a curveball to save your life. I hope he doesn't throw one." And then he throws, then he throws a fastball inside, and the guy whiffs on it. That's great. I want to see that.
I'd watch that. Do you guys know that the cookies the Cookie Monster eats are just painted rice cakes? Because real cookies would damage the puppet because of the grease. So they had to use rice cakes.
See, why you
Did
gotta
not know that.
Bring that kind
Yeah,
of
poor
stuff.
Cookie Monster. I mean, I can bring you down even further. You remember that meme with the farmer who says like it ain't much, but it's honest work? He died 2 days ago.
Oh,
Who's this?
Yeah, the farmer meme. This guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know him.
Kind of.
You
maybe.
don't-
Show
oh.
the little thing there.
Yeah.
yeah. Show the camera. Yeah, okay.
Aw.
It ain't much, but it's honest work. Yeah, he was like in a car accident or
Oh,
something.
that's
I don't know, it was on
terrible.
Reddit. So
Something Big D brought up the other day on the show is still blowing my mind, and I Googled it, and it's true. The whole thing about the pineapples being needles.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about, I love pineapple juice. Like I'll pop open a can of the little sliced pineapples, and I'll just drink the
Oh,
juice.
and it's mixed with that metal. It's got a weird
Yeah, it's
thing
got a
to
weird-
it.
yeah,
It's got a
it's-
little.
That's the BPA, man.
I don't know. I like it.
Yum. But yeah, so Big D was like, "Yeah, did you know when you eat a pineapple, the reason your mouth tingles is because you're being stabbed with these micro needles."
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. So I went and I Googled it, and
Hopefully
it's
you
real.
don't Google everything I say.
I usually do. Yes.
It changes my game plan then. I didn't know that. Well, Bubba, try this one. Did you know that lemons are not naturally occurring fruit?
No, I didn't know
That's
that.
right. They were created in Southeast Asia by crossing a citron with a bitter orange around 4,000 years ago. They were
Wow.
spread around the world after found to prevent scurvy. So life didn't give us lemons. We made them ourselves.
Wow.
like a doodle dog.
Like a what?
Like a doodle, like,
Like a
any of the
doodle.
doodles.
The what? Oh, yeah.
Like the
the
crossbred
Labrador.
dogs.
Labradoodle
Yeah.
or
Yeah, I've got two.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And by the way, if you're ever
That's some manly dogs, man. What kind of dogs you got there, Big D, with your cop car and your Chevelle driving around?
Well, that one's a Labradoodle mini.
And
the big
her
one,
name
she's-
is Midnight.
That's
Also, whenever I see a guy walking some
Sweet
sort
pea.
of doodle, I'm like, oh, all right, well, I know he's taken. There ain't no way.
That's true.
boy. That's
That is true. That's
Yeah,
Well, you know.
that's
That's
not
what
a
we
single
had.
man dog.
we had
No.
a golden doodle
Yeah.
during
Yeah.
that time when
Yep.
I was married, and it was
Yeah.
like that was the thing.
That ain't your dog.
But it was very cool because you can do with the doodles, you can do lion cuts. I don't know if you've seen them. It looks like a lion on a leash, and the neighbors freak out, and it's awesome because they're, they're pretty big dogs. Not
you
the
think
mini.
that your neighbor has a pet lion, I think you have bigger problems than
My neighbors wouldn't have put it past me, though.
So what do you guys think is the most watched broadcast in history?
Moon
Based on-
landing.
based on percentage or based on total numbers.
Why do you have to be like that?
Well, because it is two
just-
different
it's-
answers.
It's the answer is the moon landing.
Okay.
It was when the Apollo 8 crew first approaching the moon, and they do the verses out of the Old Testament. We play it on the show.
Yeah, that's not the same one.
That's not the moon landing. Yeah.
What was that?
That was one of the earlier.
That's Apollo 8. Apollo
yeah.
11 is one that landed on the moon.
Wow. When do you leave?
I knew that was coming.
Also, just to represent for the ladies, boy, that wouldn't have been in my top 5 answers. I was like, all right, was it Queen Elizabeth's funeral? Was it when Diana's marriage? What-
Yeah.
Like, I'm just thinking royal weddings.
Goodbye, England's rose.
No, it's moon
Oh, yeah,
landing.
the funeral.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
that
funeral
would have
was
been
a big deal.
Yeah.
That was a big deal.
By the way, Martha Stewart does not really look like that. There's so many people going, that thing has been going around going, if I looked like Martha Stewart when I'm 80, I'm like, well, yeah, it's very photoshopped.
Oh, on Saturday on
the
Sports Illustrated?
Yes, it's like, how can you not? They're not going to put her unphotoshopped on there.
I haven't seen this.
She looks fabulous.
Yeah, of
That's some good
course.
Photoshop.
I mean, all right. Well, they Photoshop everybody on it.
Right. Everything you see nowadays is modified from the original.
I mean, okay. Well, I'm looking at it.
She looks good.
She looks great.
She's okay.
I am also an uptight white lady from Connecticut. This is what I aspire to.
So-
I mean, she's
You
wearing
basically just want to be
wearing-
Martha Stewart.
There's my future.
a one-piece bathing suit, and then she has a blanket wrapped
Yeah.
around her. So you see nothing.
No,
Like,
but
there's no.
But still, her face.
her face looks
Well,
great. The
there's-
hair is good.
There's a couple other ones. There's one where she's like laying out on the beach too with a big hat.
Let's see that.
Yeah.
Go, Martha.
I just wanted to
What
get it
has
off my chest.
become
It's not real.
Of the Sports Illustrated
Man,
swimsuit issue.
Dude.
See, Larry wouldn't have taken this one away from me.
No, he wouldn't have. No, he would
Big
not
D
have.
never had the sports.
Oh, I did. You
You had the subscription, but how did
I
you
had
get
the
your
subscription.
magazine?
So I had a subscription, and me and Jeremy and Gerald were all like, we knew that the swimsuit edition was that was it, man.
Here it
When you're in high
comes.
school, that's the go-to issue in the summer. And did it come yet? No, it hasn't come yet.
I heard Steve got his.
Sam Hosting, he already got his. Really?
Why haven't I gotten mine?
Larry. Larry strikes again. Yeah, my dad would take it. He got it and threw it away. So I wouldn't get it.
Smut.
That's absolutely.
Some Kathy Ireland with her giant eyebrows
And then Jeremy's I think I did that bit on the air.
and other things.
Jeremy had a secret though. Victoria's Secret. Yeah, and that was that was
Sears
like
catalog.
here's the
Yeah,
thing.
Sears catalog.
The Victoria's Secret thing was like it was we jumped too fast. That was like eating like a pepper, like you're eating like a really mild pepper. It's flavorful, and then going straight to something that's really, really super hot. You miss all that stuff in the middle. And that's what we did. We went from the Sports Illustrated to straight up porn. Really.
I love how you think that's what. Okay.
I mean, then
You're
it
so
was.
adorable.
It was. That was like you could see things.
Okay.
Things were seen.
Yeah.
Things
was-
can't be unseen, dude.
Some see-through. Do y'all lace is see-throughable?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
And then they would show these. It wasn't usually the undergarments, but it might be a nightgown that had sheer panels.
Mm.
And I remember being a girl, I'm like, I'm not wearing that. Like, where's my
what are-
jammies? Where are my jammies
what are
at?
sheer panels?
Oh, it's like the pants that I have on right now.
Like see-through
Yeah.
spaces.
Oh,
Carson's going to walk
Oh.
around to show the
Oh, and
pants.
that sheer on the front.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
right.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you put
Yeah.
that
I
in the
like
right
how
places,
y'all
that
had to
would
be told.
Yeah, when I bought
I mean,
these
I knew. I just was
when
like,
I bought
was
these
so
pants,
aware.
I didn't know they had sheer panels, and I put them on this morning. I was like, what is happening
You
here?
hear us? We're like, yeah, right. Yeah.
Did you know anybody that ever got a Fredericks of Hollywood catalog?
Yes.
No.
That was your
No.
gateway.
That-
That was
yeah.
between Victoria's Secret and then whatever you were trying to get on the upper
Yeah.
level at 7-Eleven.
Jugs.
Jugs.
That's all I remember seeing. It says jugs across the top. Two
Yeah.
G's.
Dude,
I think
remember
two
they used to
Gs.
have that rack behind the
Yep.
person at the store.
Yep,
They had
at
a
the-
rack
at the
and they had like
convenience
little
store.
little covers, little bars
They're black
covering
bar-
them.
That's all I could
you
see
could see was the
jugs.
name of the magazine.
That's right.
Very
It
top.
covered the rest.
I can only imagine what that magazine had in it. They focus, and also that's a really that's a tight knit, demographic. Like you're really like, do they have one
The
that's
guy
called
who's
Legs?
buying magazine in a store, or just you're talking about?
Well, I
just
mean,
the
the
guy
whole
who's buying-
magazine just on that one part.
Oh, you mean you didn't
I mean,
buy it
there's-
for the articles?
Not
Yeah, man.
I didn't buy it.
Nobody's buying jugs for the articles.
It's secretly a magazine for like whiskey aficionados.
Yeah. Yes.
I always had this fear, like if as soon as they pulled the magazine out of the thing, like some alarm would go off, and everyone in the store would turn and look at you or something.
It's like peeing in the pool and being
Yeah,
told that
turns yellow or
purple,
whatever.
the blue. Or
Have you
whatever.
seen the videos of the people that's happened to?
That's not real.
That's not real.
That's not real. That's
Yeah, okay,
what they
keep
would
telling
tell
yourself
you.
it's not real.
I don't know. I saw a video where a woman excused herself from the swim up bar, and then all of a sudden you saw the dark blue,
No.
and everybody at the bar started laughing and pointing at her, and then they all got out of the pool.
No.
I'm just telling you what I saw.
True. Well,
I hope it is, because
Lots of-
that's great.
I'm.
I want to
you
see
know-
people get
You
humiliated.
know, I'm looking. You know, I'm looking.
I think that's it. I see
urine
her. That's
detection
her.
chemical ain't no joke.
Yep.
What?
No.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
This is a big jump from rice cakes and the Cookie Monster.
Okay, so she's walking away from the thing. Yeah. Oh, she's doing a little dance, and
Look at the blue.
there's the blue.
It starts.
I don't think so. What do you think? Who knows?
I don't know. It looks pretty real.
See?
And like everybody's like, oh, look, there's
Right?
blue right here. And they're
Uh-huh.
like, I don't want to stand up in that. Yeah, look, he's backing away. Oh, I think that's real.
I do
And
too.
then you people
that was
swim in the ocean with,
Well,
shark
I don't
pee.
mind that. I don't
So-
mind that at all. But I just didn't realize
Whale
this was
vomit.
real.
Yeah.
I was always told that was just to keep us kids from peeing in the pool.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it actually did have a chemical reaction. That's crazy.
Does it though? Who knows?
I don't think it kept kids from doing it. No, I don't.
Are you guys grilling anything for the weekend?
No,
That wasn't my plan, no.
it's too
What
much
are you gonna
work.
grill?
Why is
I know you're-
everybody I know not doing anything?
Nah, it's-
Everybody I've texted, I'm like, what are you up to this weekend? Nothing.
Nothing.
Everybody's going nothing.
I want to sleep. It's going to be great.
Yeah. I did 3 racks of ribs yesterday.
They looked amazing.
Yeah,
They
you.
turned out good. I was gonna bring some in. I just forgot. They'll be gone by now.
Is
Yeah.
Gunner still there?
Yeah.
And he's eating you out of house and home?
Boy, our
Why did I say house and home?
yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, our grocery bill. Whoa,
Exponential jump
triples.
Wow.
just from one kid.
Yeah,
It's
at
like your
least
car
doubles.
insurance.
Yeah, at least doubles. I mean, because when he's not there, I'm just like, I'm just gonna have some scrambled eggs and toast. That always sounds the best to me for dinner. Because I don't want to. Sometimes I get into the mood I want to just cook all day. So I'll leave here and I'll be like, I'm
home and
cooking.
cook,
I'm
yeah.
doing something crazy and it takes all day. But yeah, he's there.
Ain't
He's
nothing
like
wrong with scrambled
expects.
eggs and toast.
But he also is really good at cooking. Like he's
Really?
yeah, oh yeah, because he lived on his own in high school, his junior and senior year, or no, sophomore and
Oh, for the
junior year.
summers?
Yeah.
In the summer, he lived in Atlanta on his own.
Yeah, I think you told us about some of the stuff he was making. And
Oh,
was
I called him
going,
one day. I go, what
Yeah.
are you doing? I'm doing a chicken parm.
Yeah.
I go,
like,
really? He goes, yeah. I go, how are you doing it? Put it in the oven. I go, wrong. You have to fry that. If you really want legit chicken parm, you fry it. And he's like, okay. I go, okay, well, good seeing you. And
Criticizing your 17-year-old who's cooking his own food.
Bless, man.
Like,
and then Zach is just, he needs a lid to open and then put a spoon in it. That's what he.
that's it.
That's me.
They used to let me those beanie weenies. Beanie
man.
weenies back in the day.
Chunky soup. Chunky beef soup. That was my go-to. I ate more cans of that than I can even. I don't even know what it tastes like anymore.
It's
been
got
so
a
long,
weird
but-
chemical wang to it.
Metallic.
No, no. Well, I guess maybe a little bit, but it has a definite. That sauce is
So good. I used to love that so much.
yeah,
Crumble up some crackers in it.
yeah.
So good.
But until you get real good stuff, like homemade
Well,
real
yeah.
stuff, that's the best.
We didn't know any better.
How does canning something keep it from decomposing? Like I saw a thing, and like I've always,
Because nothing can live without air, including
but
bacteria.
like you get chicken, and there's chicken in cans, and you see that, and you're like, it's chicken, it's salmonella just waiting to happen.
Not without air.
No.
That's
Yeah.
the
Also,
thing.
you know how delicious canned chicken is?
Oh, canned chicken.
I'm afraid of it because
no.
I mean,
Oh, my
you know me,
God, what are
I'll
you
eat
talking about? People have been
anything.
living off canned chicken for
Canned chicken
hundreds
is
of
so
years.
good.
I know because I can't though because I always worry that man, what if I get the one where it's going to be bad?
I don't think I've ever had canned chicken.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
just a little can. It's like
Oh.
tuna. It looks like a can of tuna.
Yeah,
but
I've
it's
seen it.
chicken.
It's good.
Oh,
So good.
God, some of these guys growing up would have that tuna to gain weight,
Oh, yeah.
like when they were heavy
Ugh,
lifting or whatever.
yeah.
Oh God,
Tuna to gain weight.
Yeah, like when they're lifting, they want like a lot of protein but not a lot of calories.
yeah.
Oh.
Now, do you
Back
trust
then, you
tuna in a
couldn't
can?
Yeah,
You
I do.
trust seafood in a can, but
Oh,
not
that's-
chicken?
But that's different. It's not
How?
the salmonella
It's
thing.
cooked chicken, Bubba.
Right, yeah, It's salmonella. What?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
just know
No,
that.
I'm here quoting the names of things I've heard of.
No, I just my thinking is that I don't know why, but if it's got feathers, you don't want to leave it out on the counter. That's been something my
raw.
mom has told me since I was little. But it's just I don't know how that works. So you're saying it's just the absence of air is the only reason why it doesn't go bad?
Yeah, that's the reason things don't spoil.
Okay.
Also, salmonella, the real danger of that in cookie dough is not from the eggs, but from the flour.
Say what now?
Yeah,
know
people
that.
talk about don't eat raw cookie dough because of salmonella. It's not the eggs, it's the flour.
There's no way that's right.
And what do you call this word again?
Salmonella?
Salmonella?
Okay.
Am I wrong in that?
No, I thought you said it weird.
Oh, I probably did. I
You
don't
said
know.
salmonella.
Salmonella.
Yeah, you said salmonella.
Look,
But,
I'm
you
still
know,
eating cookie dough, whether it's going to kill me or not.
Are you the
but-
guy who corrects people when they say that they eat salmon?
Salmon.
I don't know.
Salmon?
I don't.
Oh, I know a lot of people who say salmon. Salmon.
Salmon?
It's all good, man.
I would like the salmon. I'm like, the what?
Who says that?
I don't know salmon. I've never heard-
People.
Yeah,
You've
people
never-
do put the L in salmon.
Yeah, salmon, but not salmon.
What are we splitting hairs?
I have no idea. It's all wrong.
They're threatening
This
castration.
was the
Donnie.
podcast, and now it's over.
Hey, we had a great conversation with John Christ. I'm kind of teeing this up for you, Bill.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
So we'll just go ahead and do that right after
Yes,
the closing
sir.
jingle.
Yes. Yes.
This was the
podcast,
podcast, but now it's over. But that's
That's
okay.
okay.
'Cause you can listen to the regular show
Yes.
on the radio every day. It was the podcast.